I was going to say it before, but Robert, I think Team Raw might be in trouble. Welcome back, everybody. It is a brand new episode of Royally Rumbled's 2008 Universe Mode. My name is Jordan.
I'm Robert, and we are 1 week away from Survivor Series. So we got a whole bunch of stuff planned for this episode.
Exactly. Robert, I understand that Umaga is defending the Intercontinental Championship in your main event.
He is facing CM Punk in the main event. Everyone has been barred from ringside. There is no interference allowed, or they will face stiff penalties.
CM Punk, of course, tapping Kane out last week in the main event, teaming with World Heavyweight Champion Triple H. He is defending his World Heavyweight Championship at Survivor Series against William Regal.
That's right, and also happening is the somewhat traditional Survivor Series Elimination Tag Team match. Team Raw is all there. We've got JBL, Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio, and Jeff Hardy. SmackDown's team is still missing a member.
That's true. All will be revealed before the end of the night. I assure you, we do have a fourth member. However, we are going to see the other three members, John Cena, Chris Jericho, and The Big Show, compete in a triple threat match tonight to see who the superior superstar is heading into the match just a mere days away.
I like it, but before we can get to Survivor Series, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's take a look at Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw is live from New Orleans, Louisiana. And to kick off the show, Marcus Corvon has a huge opportunity to add himself and Mark Henry, the world's strongest alpha males, to the World Tag Team title match at Survivor Series. Corvon will face off against Dolph Ziggler and JTG here in a triple threat match. Ziggler takes Corvon down to start the match. JTG finds an opening and slams Ziggler to the mat with a German suplex. Then Corvon gets to his feet and drops JTG with a back suplex. JTG and Ziggler seem to team up on Corvon for a bit before JTG starts blasting Ziggler with punches. JTG hangs Ziggler on the top rope and then clotheslines Corvon. Corvon gets to his feet and Ziggler immediately drops him with a clothesline. Ziggler and JTG exchange strikes and then JTG slams him to the mat. Ziggler takes control with a dropkick to Corvon and a barrage of strikes to JTG. Corvon shoves Ziggler into the corner and then release German suplexes him. Corvon takes the match over with power moves on JTG until he whips him into the corner and Ziggler rocks him with a dropkick. JTG sets up Corvon on the top rope, but Dolph Ziggler spoils the fun. Ziggler hits a Famouser on Corvon, and JTG hits Ziggler with a leg drop facebuster. JTG goes for the first cover of the match, and Ziggler gets the shoulder up at 2.5. JTG clotheslines Ziggler from behind and then gets tossed over Corvon's shoulders. JTG regains his feet and hits a spinning neckbreaker on Corvon and then shoots into a pin attempt. Corvon kicks out just before 3 and then nails JTG with a snap suplex and then immediately grapples Ziggler to deliver a DDT. Corvon looks ready to fly, but JTG tosses him off the top rope. Ziggler starts picking up momentum on JTG and takes a moment to bask in the glory. He lines JTG up for a zigzag, but he battles out and delivers another leg drop facebuster. Corvon knocks JTG out and delivers a huge alpha bomb to Dolph Ziggler and pins him. And with that victory, we will now see Crime Time defend the World Tag Team Championships in a triple threat tag match at Survivor Series against the former champs The Legacy and World's Strongest Alpha Males. In a cross-promotional matchup, Monday Night Raw is welcoming SmackDown Divas Champion Melina, not just as a guest, but as a competitor. She'll face off against the woman that beat Raw Women's Champion Mickie James last week. Ashley starts the match off hot, barraging the Divas Champion and dropping her with a rolling elbow strike. Melina regains her footing and hits a clothesline in desperation. Ashley gains control and slams Melina's head off the turnbuckle 10 times. Melina responds with a suplex and works some ground game before whipping Ashley into the corner. Ashley jumps out of the way of an attack and sets up for a reverse DDT, but Melina fights out of it and drops Ashley. Melina and Ashley are going back and forth until Melina flapjacks her and punts her in the stomach. Melina shoots the half, but Ashley kicks out at 1. Melina misses the double knees in the corner and Ashley dumps her to the outside with a shoulder attack. She gives Melina no time and continues the attack at ringside. Melina is able to wriggle free and blast Ashley with a spinning heel kick. Referee Not Charles Robinson's count is at 4 as Melina drops Ashley with a neckbreaker. Melina slams Ashley into the ring post at the count of 6 and finally tosses her in at 7. Ashley lines Melina up for a spear, but Melina gets her knees up. Melina goes to the top rope but misses an elbow drop. Ashley goes for a second spear and is again met with the knee of the Divas champion. They start brawling before Ashley is whipped into the corner and blasted with a dropkick. Ashley gets whipped across the ring and Melina hits the double knees before a pin attempt, but Ashley kicks out at 2. Melina lands a jawbreaker before setting Ashley up for her comeback. Melina clotheslines Ashley in the corner and then viciously chokes her. Melina locks in the California Dream before lining Ashley up for a sunset split and putting her away. Melina with a statement victory here, proving to Mickie James, at least for now, who the better of the two is. Mickie will get a chance to respond on SmackDown, so stay tuned right here for that. As I promised last week, we will have Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch taking on Carlito and Primo. Carlito and Cade start things off. Lance Cade shoots out of the corner and drills Carlito with a flying elbow. Cade stays on Carlito before taunting to the crowd. Cade holds on to control and whips Carlito into his corner. Carlito dodges a clothesline attempt and brings Cade over to his corner to cut the ring in half. Primo tags in and begins to work on a downed Cade. Primo pumps up the crowd as Cade gathers himself out on the apron. Primo takes his sweet time following up, giving Cade an opening to kick him in the head and get back in the ring. But Primo cuts him off with a sit-out jawbreaker. Cade tosses Primo off of him and whips him into the corner looking for a tag, but Primo blows it up. Primo walks Cade back over to his corner, but Cade is able to find a window and return the favor. Primo stops the march across the ring with some stiff elbows before landing a Russian leg sweep and making the tag. Cade dodges a clothesline and delivers one of his own, but Carlito whips him into the ropes and hits him with a vicious back elbow. Carlito locks a submission in, but Cade fights out and drops Carlito on his head with a captured DDT. Cade wisely uses this window to tag out to Trevor Murdoch. Murdoch immediately locks Carlito in a hammerlock and dumps him over the top rope twice in a row, but Carlito fires back with a jawbreaker and a springboard backbreaker, and then tags Primo in. Murdoch begins mauling Primo, but Primo fights back with a Hurricane Rana. Primo looks to slow Murdoch down and then decks him in the jaw and off the apron. Primo follows him out and delivers another Hurricane Rana before throwing hands. Murdoch catches his leg on a kick attempt and drops him with a clothesline. Primo responds with a spinning heel kick and a neckbreaker. He drops a knee to Murdoch's face as Not Charles Robinson counts to 7, and then sprints back to the ring to break the count, and then goes back out to continue the assault. Primo will not be stopped here, dropping another neckbreaker as the count reaches 7 again. Primo gets back in the ring, celebrating as he believes he's just won via countout, but Murdoch just gets back in the ring before the count of 10. They double team back body drop Primo, who then gets a hot tag to Carlito. He's able to land one clothesline before getting roughed up by Cade and dumped outside of the ring. Cade delivers a float over DDT on the outside, and then Carlito wriggles out of a slam attempt and then delivers a clothesline. Carlito sets up for the backstabber, delivers, and makes the clean pinfall before Murdoch could get in to break it up. An incredible finish and a fun match. Carlito and Primo get their revenge. Cade and Murdoch cannot be happy with themselves after that one. In the next match, I've paired off Raw Team Captain JBL and Randy Orton to face off against Jeff Hardy and Rey Mysterio in a Team Raw Tornado Tag match. The bell rings and it's sure to be chaos and pandemonium here, with Jeff and JBL going after one another and Orton and Rey squaring off. Orton drops Rey with a European uppercut, and Jeff flips over JBL while grabbing his neck, and Orton puts the boots to Mysterio. Jeff gets JBL to his feet as Ray hits Orton with a jawbreaker. JBL clears Hardy from the ring with a clothesline, and Ray takes the fight to Orton. JBL takes a minute to take in the crowd before following Jeff to the outside. Orton hits a picture-perfect dropkick on Ray as JBL power slams Jeff on the outside. Orton eats a Hurricane Rana takedown, and Jeff fires back with a crossbody. Ray tosses Orton to the apron and then dives from the top rope out onto the floor onto JBL. Orton finds Ray and throws him down to the ground as JBL dumps Hardy on the apron and then begins stomping him out. Orton delivers a neckbreaker to Ray. JBL tosses Jeff into the apron somewhat awkwardly as Orton punishes Ray for existing. Orton delivers a textbook fall-away slam as Jeff fires up on JBL and tosses him back in the ring. Jeff goes to the top rope and lands an elbow drop. Orton and Ray trade strikes on the outside. Jeff drops JBL with a twist of fate and goes for the cover, but JBL just gets the shoulders up. Orton again tosses Ray like a sack of shit. Jeff keeps JBL down, and now Orton dumps Ray onto the apron. JBL gets to his feet and delivers a swinging neckbreaker and pins Jeff Hardy for the victory. Team Captain JBL comes out with the victory and a ton of momentum on his side going into Survivor Series. And it looks like JBL has just grabbed a microphone. Let's see what he's got to say.
I am the best damn wrestler on this team. I'm the best damn wrestler on this brand. Hell, I'm the best damn wrestler in this entire company. I will be the sole survivor this Sunday at Survivor Series because there's not a damn thing anyone can do to stop me. Because I am a wrestling god.
JBL certainly seems to be drinking his own Kool-Aid, so we'll see if he is in fact the sole survivor once the dust has settled at Survivor Series.
Man, strong words from JBL, but I'm not entirely sure that Team Raw is going to be able to walk away with the victory.
Well, it would be a lot easier for us to determine that if we knew all of the members of your team.
Well, we're gonna get there, but before we do that, we need to get to your main event because the Intercontinental Championship is on the line.
It is on the line, and CM Punk has probably his biggest opportunity since before SummerSlam in this match. So let's not waste any time.
Intercontinental Championship on the line, and out comes the champion, Umaga.
Making his way to
yeah, I mean, he really has not had to defend this title very often, and I think that that's a travesty. I agree with CM Punk's sentiment from just a few weeks ago. So we will see here what goes down. Very interested to see if CM Punk can finally capitalize on an opportunity. But to do that, he has got to go through a man possessed.
Yes. William Regal, of course, trying to obstruct the contracts here for the championship title defense. But you have barred checkmate from ringside. Crossed the T's, dotted the I's. Umaga finally out here to defend his title. And last week in that tag team match with CM Punk and Triple H looked incredibly impressive.
Dude.
And has just been on an absolute tear as of late. So it's going to be very interesting to see if this man can capitalize on an opportunity.
I mean, I would be very interested to see if it happens. I'm rooting for him, obviously, you know, Umaga being the bad guy and all, but take nothing away from Umaga, his performances have been spectacular as of late. So I'm very, very intrigued by this match, and I want to see. I hope that it's good. Triple H is, and I just want to point out, by the way, you said checkmate is barred from ringside. That is true. Everyone, the entire locker room. This is the opposite of a lumberjack match. No one is allowed at ringside while this is taking place. Absolutely no one. I have said it before, there will be stiff penalties if anyone tries to interfere in this match in any way.
What kind of stiff penalties are you talking about? Because that's what I'm curious of.
They are going to get beat up in the parking lot by me personally if anybody interferes in this match.
Wow. Okay, well, nobody wants to do that. For those of you unaware, Robert got into a really big fight in high school, and didn't you like throw a table at someone?
I threw a chair at a guy, yeah.
Yeah, so they don't want to mess with you.
And here we go. Not Charles Robinson rings the bell.
And there's Umaga right out of the gate with a neck breaker. Like we said last week, he's like a man possessed, but CM Punk picked up the win.
He did. He tapped Kane out. So that obviously cannot sit well with Umaga here.
And that basically kind of earned CM Punk this match here, this title opportunity.
Yeah. I'm trying to be fair about it.
Now Umaga kick to the back of CM Punk.
And this looks like Umaga's just picking up right where he left off last week. As he gets punched in the stomach.
Yeah, Umaga really throwing the game around. And right here, he's just demolishing CM Punk.
Look at that. Punk hulking up on him.
Back up on his feet. And the stiff Muay Thai kicks of CM Punk.
Look at this. Look at the bravado. Uh-oh.
But Umaga is ready for him, belly to belly, driving him into the mat, all the air out of the lungs of CM Punk.
That's why he was able to ragdoll him there. Punk was just out of it. Here we go. There's that claw on the trap.
Incredible pressure being applied. And now Umaga lifting Punk back up onto his feet and just throwing him across the ring.
Here we go, cover. One. Kick out by Punk. Wow. Umaga saying he didn't like where he was laying on the mat over on that side of the ring and wanted to introduce him to the other side.
Well, Umaga, without checkmate to channel that crazy frenetic energy, seems to be having some trouble keeping CM Punk down.
Yeah. Punk's got all the resilience in the world. It's crazy. Oh, double knees into the back in the corner.
And there's Punk showing off for the New Orleans crowd. Cover.
Kick out, barely a 1 count there.
And Umaga popping him up and driving him into the mat. Samoan drop from the Samoan Bulldozer and a cover.
1, 2. Punk staying down a little bit longer on that one.
Punk kicking out just at 2.
Uh-oh. Punk's got to watch it here. Looks like Umaga's primed and ready.
Could we see a Samoan spike?
Uh-oh.
He gets it. Wait a minute.
Oh, my God.
Punk counters.
Ooh.
Boot to the face.
Damn.
Forearm.
Look at this. Look at CM Punk go. Can we have a new Intercontinental Champion? I think we might.
And Punk locks in the Anaconda Vice.
It's locked in. Look at it. Look at the tension on that Samoan spike hand specifically.
The move that was able to tap Kane out. Title on the line.
Nope. Wow.
No.
Look at the pain, though. Oh.
Umaga back up and driving CM Punk down to the mat.
Umaga was like, yeah, that hurt, but I'm
stomping
fine.
on the side of his face.
Umaga is a monster. 1, 2. Kick out again by Punk.
Wait a minute. Punk counters.
Uh-oh. He's fired up. The Second City Saint is fired up.
Umaga, sunset flip, cover.
1, 2. What? 1, 2. Wow. What a sequence.
The Intercontinental title means so much. These two men giving it their all and a neck breaker.
Right back where he started. Oh. I think
opening up the cut from last week.
Yeah, maybe Umaga has like a rogue toenail that cut Punk's forehead open.
Oh, and Punk with the spin kick finds the mark. And the blood seems to only have angered and energized the Second City Saint.
This is what happened last week. He started bleeding and he lost his mind.
Cover. One.
Wow.
Not enough. He needs to do more than that.
He's got to dig deep into his bag of tricks here, I think.
Sends him into the corner. Chop. Oh, but Umaga fires back out with one of his own.
Look at the exhaustion level at this point in the match. Oh. Nope.
Umaga going for the kick, but Punk able to counter.
Oh.
Sends him to the mat.
Damn.
He's
Umaga
telling him to
landed
get
on
up.
his face.
Gets him on his shoulders.
2. Oh, no.
No.
Umaga gets out of it. Uh-oh.
Wait a minute.
This is... You got to break that up.
It's a choke.
Wow.
Referee not Charles Robinson calling for the bell. That's it.
I think he disqualified Umaga there.
That was an illegal choke. Umaga wouldn't let it go.
And champion's advantage, Umaga gets to keep the title. But I don't like this finish. So we're going to see them face off at Survivor Series for this title one more time. Because I don't like that Umaga used that to his advantage there.
That's interesting. And now here Umaga's just celebrating, but...
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Triple H. Look at this.
The match is over. He can't be punished. He's not going to get jumped in the back by you. Sends Umaga off the ropes in a knee lift.
I can't believe this. Triple H waited till the end of the match just to attack Umaga. Signature spine buster. There it is. Are we going to see a pedigree now?
It looks like it. The game getting revenge from last week. Hooks the arms. Pedigree. World Heavyweight Champion finds himself alone and now has a microphone. Let's hear what he has to say.
I have to say, I'm having fun kicking the snot out of your pet projects, Regal. I've beaten your boys and you over and over again. This is it for you. Survivor Series is the end. And I am going to put you down once and for all.
Wait a minute. That's William Regal.
Here we go.
The leader of Checkmate now. Making his way out to the ring.
He's definitely got something on his mind here, but the way that this has all transpired is very, very interesting to me.
Exactly. Triple H has laid out the Intercontinental Champion and has called William Regal out to the ring. And now Regal is joining the game. The #1 contender is joining the World Heavyweight Champion in the ring and is grabbing a microphone. You're going to put me down, is it? I want you to try and understand something, Miss Elmsley. My goal in the short term may be to take the World Heavyweight Championship from you, but my ultimate goal is to ruin you.
I don't buy that for a second. I don't. Because any chance you've had to ruin me, I've overcome. You can't ruin me. Because I am the game. And I am that damn good.
I have a rather interesting proposition for you. As I am challenging for the championship at Survivor Series, what do you say we put a stipulation on our match? And if you'll agree to that, I might have a suggestion.
I'll beat you in any type of match, anytime, anywhere. I've done it before, and I will do it again.
On another technicality, as you've stated, we've interfered in each other's affairs long enough. My suggestion is Hell in a Cell.
Wait. You want me, the game, Triple H, in a Hell in a Cell match? For my title? Done. No more distractions. No more interference. Just pathetic, old, slimy you against me in my domain. Be careful what you wish for, Regal. I'm gonna destroy you in front of the whole world. Looks like they've decided. Oh no!
Wait a minute! A right hand from William Regal! And now he gets him up to his feet.
Wow.
Sends him over the top rope.
Regal is pissed off. Oh my God.
Driving the game to the floor. And wait,
Look
Triple H fighting back.
There's a full-on brawl happening down at ringside right now. We need some help out here.
Oh my God, Triple H!
No, Regal. Instead, here we go. We've got one referee.
Not Charles Robinson out to break up the assault.
This will be settled once and for all this Sunday at Survivor Series in a Hell in a Cell match.
This feud has reached a boiling point, and the actions of William Regal have finally boiled over.
Yeah, I mean, Triple H has had enough. You heard it there. The challenge in a Hell in a Cell match with the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. It's the only way to truthfully keep everybody out.
It seems
to
fitting.
Lock them in a cage with a roof and let them settle their differences. So that's what we're going to get at Survivor Series.
World Heavyweight Championship on the line. I cannot wait. But we have all of SmackDown to get to before we get there. After a hard-hitting singles match last week, D.H. Smith and Bobby Lashley stepped foot into the ring once again, but this time, I've barred Tyson Kidd and Batista from ringside. No outside distractions, just two Goliaths colliding one-on-one. Before the bell sounds, they shake hands, showing some sportsmanship, before they lock up and Lashley pushes Smith into the corner. Not Charles Robinson forces the break, and they lock up again, but Smith forces Lashley's arm into a hammerlock. He spins him around and whips him off the ropes, but Lashley counters Smith with an uppercut and clotheslines him over the top rope to the floor. Lashley wastes no time giving chase, following Smith to the outside, striking him a few times before attempting a gorilla press slam. But Smith fights himself out and drops Lashley with a shin breaker, following it up with a vicious fall-away slam on the outside. He then delivers a pile driver on the outside to Lashley. He tosses him back into the ring and continues the assault before Lashley counters and drops Smith with a brutal full Nelson slam. He walks over and deadlifts Smith and launches him into the air before he crashes to the mat. Lashley switches into another gear, hitting Smith with several heavy grapple moves and slams. He covers, but Smith is able to get the shoulder up and refuses to stay down. Lashley picks Smith up and drives him back into the mat with a deadlift power slam. He doesn't wait long to do it a second time, lifting Smith up and driving his carcass into the mat. He goes right into the cover, but Smith kicks out at 2. Lashley can't believe it and kicks Smith in the back, but Smith shakes it off and gorilla press slams Lashley onto the mat. He eyes him up and connects with a sit-out last ride powerbomb. He covers. 1, 2, kick out. Smith gets Lashley back to his feet and sends him into the corner. Lashley counters and is able to get Smith up for a stalling suplex, planting the tag champion into the mat. He gets Smith to his feet, and the two exchange strikes before Smith displays an incredible amount of strength, powerbombing Lashley yet again. Smith with a jackknife cover. 1, 2, kick out. Smith locks Lashley in a headlock, but Lashley fights free. He slams the tag champion to the mat with a spinebuster, then backs himself up into the corner, waiting for his opponent to get to his feet. He connects with a spear, and for the second week in a row, Lashley defeats D.H. Smith. A tag team championship rematch seems inevitable at this point. A huge 6-man tag team match is up next, pitting the team of Ken Kennedy, Shelton Benjamin, and The Miz versus Matt Hardy, R-Truth, and Christian. Hardy and Kennedy start the match off with Kennedy dropping Hardy with a neckbreaker. He proceeds to drop 2 knees onto the skull of Hardy and continues the assault with a Michinoku driver before Hardy is able to counter and tag out to R-Truth, who dives at Kennedy with a double axe handle. He attempts a dropkick, but Kennedy dodges it, trapping Truth in the corner and tagging out to The Miz, who gets launched at Truth with a crossbody. Miz goes to kick Truth, but misses and gets caught with a full Nelson bomb. Truth is countered with a jawbreaker, and Miz follows it up with a float-over neckbreaker. Truth kicks Miz off and tags out to Christian, but Miz is right there to take the fight to his Survivor Series opponent. He tosses Christian into the corner and connects with a clothesline. He attempts it a second time, but Christian sidesteps, throwing a right hand at Miz, but is countered and tossed back into the corner. Kennedy suplexes Christian to the outside, and Miz goes out after him. The two brawl around ringside. Christian locks Miz into a single-leg Boston Crab, but Miz powers out and starts throwing hands with Christian. He tosses him into the barricade and carries him towards the ring, sending him under the bottom rope at the exact moment Not Charles Robinson makes the 10 count. The Miz inadvertently cost himself and his team the match. It appears Captain Charisma is in the champion's head just days before their United States Championship match at Survivor Series. Just like Melina competing on Raw this week, Women's Champion Mickie James will be in action for the first time in 2008 on the Blue brand, going one-on-one with Melina's opponent from last week, Maria Kanellis. The match begins with Maria backing the champion up into the corner. They break the hold before Maria decks Mickie in the face with a right hand. Mickie retaliates with a stun gun. She puts the boots to Maria before dragging her away from the ropes and working her arm. Mickie begins wrenching on Maria's neck, but the SmackDown Diva fights out of it and sends Mickie sailing across the ring before taking a second to throw a tantrum. Mickie capitalizes by dropping Maria face first onto the mat. Mickie attempts a suplex, but is countered by Maria with one of her own. She traps Mickie in a backslide. 1, 2, Mickie kicks out. She pops back up, kicking Maria in the gut and connects with a Thez press. She throws a few right hands before going for the cover. Maria powers out almost instantly, and as Mickie goes for a kick, Maria evades it and sends Mickie into the corner, connecting with a monkey flip. Maria stays on her, using several strikes to wear down the champion. She sends her into the corner and crushes her with a clothesline. As she picks her up, she drops her again with a suplex. Mickie rolls out onto the apron, and Maria charges at her, but Mickey's able to counter with a kick to the face. She gets back into the ring, hitting Maria with a monkey flip of her own. She gets her up and drills her with a Mick kick. Cover. 1, 2, no! Maria kicks out. Maria back up on her feet, and Mickie goes to strike her, but Maria is able to reverse and connects with a beautiful bulldog. She covers the Raw champion, but Mickie kicks out at 2. Frustrated, Maria stalks her opponent. She kicks Mickie in the gut and plants her face first into the mat. She covers. 1, 2, Mickie kicks out. Maria can't believe it. Maria goes for another X Factor, but is countered by Mickie. Mickie goes for a Mick DT, but Maria counters. She drops Mickie with a reverse DDT, but Mickie pushes Maria right off of her and drops her with a neck breaker. Mickie goes to the top rope and hits a picture-perfect Hurricane Rana. She hooks the leg for a 2 count. Mickie gets Maria back up onto her feet and lands a Mick kick. She gets her up and sends her to the apron. She picks Maria up and slams her to the mat with a suplex. She waits for her opponent to rise and goes for a Mick DT, but Maria catches the boot and spins her around, sending her into the corner. Mickie reverses again and attempts to punch her, but Maria pushes Mickie away. Maria plants her into the mat out of nowhere. Cover. 1, 2, no! As Mickie James is able to somehow make it back to her feet, she knocks Maria out of the ring with a clothesline and then heads to the top rope. She leaps and connects with a fist drop. She gets Maria back into the ring and follows it up with a jumping knee strike from the top rope. Mickie traps Maria in a Mick DT and finally connects. She floats over and covers the SmackDown Diva to pin her for a huge victory heading into her Iron Woman match this Sunday at Survivor Series. After garnering 2 wins the last 2 weeks, it's Booker T's turn to go it alone with Edge and Shawn Michaels standing across the ring from him. The bell rings and Edge suplexes Booker and begins rocking him with punches. Booker pops back up and sends Edge rebounding off the ropes, nailing him with a back elbow. These two go back and forth, just stiffing the hell out of each other. Booker goes for a cover, but Edge easily escapes. Edge traps Booker in the corner and makes the tag out to HBK. They double team Booker with a clothesline spear combination. HBK covers immediately, but Booker kicks out at 2. Michaels tries to wear Booker down by wrenching his neck. He sends Booker into the corner, but misses a stinger splash. Booker capitalizes by crushing Michaels into the corner twice. HBK manages to counter Booker and goes for the cover, but Booker powers out. Booker gets back on the offensive and then clotheslines HBK. He wrenches his neck and hits the spine buster. Shawn kicks him off and goes for a cover, but again Booker kicks out. Michaels drags Booker to the ropes and drapes him across the bottom. Instead of going for the tag, he lifts Booker up, who is able to counter and hit a neck breaker. Shawn gets the hot tag to Edge, but Booker's ready for him, hitting him with a flurry of punches and a vicious knee strike. He then hyper extends his leg. Booker hits a bookend and covers Edge, but he kicks out at 2. Booker then nails Edge in the corner with a clothesline. Edge counters and hits a clothesline of his own, but it only lasts for so long as Booker is able to counter and lay Edge out. He taunts to the crowd here and drops an elbow. Edge counters and then sends Booker into the corner, knocking the ref out and punishing Booker more. Booker is able to counter Edge and land a snap suplex. Booker T is on fire here and the crowd is absolutely loving it. Booker goes for the cover using the ropes, but Shawn breaks it up. Booker then taunts to the crowd and beats on Edge some more, and Edge suddenly counters and hits him with an Edgecution. He covers 1, 2, no! Booker kicks out. He stomps Booker a bit before taunting him to get up and delivers a spear. He covers Booker T. 1, 2, 3. Edge earns some much needed momentum before the WWE Championship match this Sunday.
So far, I've loved all of these handicap matches that you've been doing. Booker T getting the first 2 victories in the first 2, and then this one, Edge, out of nowhere, I feel like, picking up the victory and some much needed, as you said, momentum heading into Survivor Series.
That is true. Edge, of course, carrying a win here. Booker T carrying wins the last 2 weeks. Michaels getting the win at Cyber Sunday, and then again in that singles match with Shelton Benjamin. Everyone looking really strong heading into this pay-per-view next week. But I still have a main event to get to.
It's a triple threat match, and we have Team SmackDown. But only the 3, unless it's going to become a secret fatal 4-way. Is that what's happening here?
No.
Okay.
We are getting a straight up triple threat match between the current 3 members of Team SmackDown. And at the end, all will be revealed. The 4th member will be announced. Let's head to the ring.
And here comes Y2J Chris Jericho, former WWE champion.
He's had some beef with the Big Show as of late. He was not chosen for Cyber Sunday, which he took very personally.
Extremely personally. He's talking to everybody about it. He's brought it up to me. I can't do anything.
At 227 pounds.
Unfortunately, he even ended the match with the Big Show a few weeks ago via low blow, so we didn't get a definitive winner of that match. So tonight, I felt like, because he keeps saying that he wants to be captain of the Survivor Series team, he's a former WWE champion. He held the title for a long time, I get it.
Long time.
Went undefeated. However, tonight he's stacked up against the Big Show and John Cena.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously him and Big Show have that beef, but adding Cena to this match adds a whole other layer. And I could get into the Steiner math if you want, but a triple threat match typically means
a 33.3% chance of winning. And out comes the King of the Ring, the Big Show. And for those unaware, what that means is, since he won the King of the Ring tournament, he has possession of the King of the Ring championship, which in our universe means he could trade that championship in for a WWE title match whenever he wants.
it just can't be on the same show. He'd have to give at least a week's notice. But yes, it's a guaranteed title shot that he wears around his waist. And he's obviously just waiting to pick the right moment. And I don't blame him for that. Pick the right opponent, the right moment when they're at their most vulnerable. Wow. Well, he's the king of the ring. He needs the pyro, right?
Exactly. And like you said, adding the dynamic of this third man makes this match incredibly interesting because John Cena defeated Christian in order to gain entry onto the SmackDown Survivor Series team. And here he is.
And Cena has been no nonsense the last few weeks.
At 251 pounds.
Absolutely no nonsense to be had from John Cena. He has been all business. He said on the MVP Lounge last week that he's focused, and it's a side of him that we haven't seen in a while. He's unleashed a more ruthless side of himself.
Yeah, perhaps turning back the clock a little bit for John Cena.
And he needed an edge. I mean, he's really been in this weird bubble within the 2008 year that we've had so far.
Yeah. I think it's the two hats.
So I think he definitely needed something to change it up. And here we are, Chris Jericho, The Big Show, and John Cena have to team up this Sunday, but right now they're opponents.
And here we go. Oh my God, a brain buster right out of the gate from Jericho.
And Big Show going right after Jericho.
Big Show picked his spot there. He definitely waited till Jericho had his back turned.
And of course, Cena saying he's not going to back down, takes Big Show down with that dragon screw. And now Jericho, Cena dodges and dodges again.
Look at this.
But now is trapped in between the Big Show and Chris Jericho.
That is literally being stuck between a rock and a hard place.
We are familiar with the fact that Big Show and Jericho can work together as a tag team.
Look at how this is breaking down.
And Cena's rolled out of the ring, and now Jericho and Big Show are squaring off. Jericho clothesline and a bulldog.
But Big Show not going to take that lying down. It's now... Oh my God! Oh my God. Big Show was just about to suplex Jericho and John Cena broke it up.
Cena, what's he planning here? He's got Jericho vulnerable. Kick to the gut as Big Show taunts in the corner.
Wow. Oh my
and
God.
Just dropping John Cena with a big boot.
Damn, Big Show is like... He's going crazy in this match. Somebody definitely wants to be team captain of SmackDown, and I think it's Big Show. He's showing the most for it so far. Ugh.
And look at that, Jericho stepping back, but immediately Big Show back onto the attack.
This almost isn't fair. We should probably call this. This is not right. Oh my God.
And Big Show now with the cover. One. But Jericho kicking out.
Like, Big Show is being vicious with his strikes.
Jericho able to reverse with a DDT.
But nope, Big Show not staying down, but Cena sees an opportunity.
Fez press.
Throwing hands at the big man.
And now drops the fist on the face of the Big Show, and now looking to do it again.
You can't see me.
Off the ropes, Jericho stunned. 5 knuckle shuffle.
Damn.
The Big Show bleeding.
The impact from that 5 knuckle shuffle busting Big Show wide open, and now Jericho gets caught by Cena as well. Cena is dropping fists.
This is what we were talking about before, the more ruthless side of Cena. He covers one. Big Show saying no immediately, kicking out.
Cena's not scared to drop fists or throw them. Look at this.
F-U! Cover!
1, 2. Jericho breaks up the pin attempt.
And Ziggler finds the mark.
Look at this, man. What a match. Oh, Jericho. Oh, my God.
Cena. Code Red. Planting Jericho. Big Show's down still after that FU.
Big Show could have been pinned 60 times, I think, in that.
And now Big Show getting back up to his feet as Cena continues the barrage on Jericho.
He missed. Oh, damn. Cena missed with that strike, and Big Show busted his shin for it.
And now Jericho covering Big Show. 1, 2, but Big Show kicking out. The energy he's exuded after taking that FU from John Cena.
Yeah, I think that was really the shift in this match, because Big Show has not gotten to a vertical base since. 1, 2. Show kicks out again.
Cena back in the ring though. Counters Jericho. Gets him up. Oh, spin out face buster. Planting Jericho into the mat. And Cena again has Big Show center of the ring. You can't see me.
Cena, epic 5 knuckle shuffle on Big Show in the center of the ring. Here we go. 1, 2.
No, Big Show kicking out at the last second. Cena continuing the assault. He's staying on him.
That's got to be the...
Wait a minute. The knockout punch.
WMD. Cena gets rocked with a WMD.
But Jericho's in. And Ziggler. Cover.
1, 2.
Big Show kicks out. And now Jericho taking the time to taunt.
You know, it's an interesting strategy that they both keep trying to pin Big Show.
Codebreaker to the Big Show. Look at the blood. Look at the blood on Big Show.
He's dead.
Jericho drops Cena with an
The
enziguri.
king of the ring is dead. Cena's out of the ring. Jericho's gotta take it here, right? Pin him.
Cover, palm over the face. One. Two. No. Big Show kicks out again.
Jeez. Oh my God. I feel bad that Big Show's. Look at the blood. And he's using his fucking head as a weapon.
Big Beal out of the corner. And Big Show taunts to the crowd, signaling it's over. Could we see clothesline?
Oh, wow.
Another one.
Oh,
Sends him
Cena
into the
missed.
corner.
Oh man, spear.
Cena misses again.
That's 3.
It's just Big Show and Cena now.
Cena trying to kickstart the 5 moves of doom, but Big Show not playing.
And now trapping him in the tree of woe and choking the life out of him. Shoots the half Nelson. Cover 1.
Oh, Cena kicks out again. Look at Big Show. Oh my God.
And Jericho drops him with another enziguri. But he's right back up. Cover. 1. 2. No.
Jericho kicks out now.
Big Show taking down those straps.
He's letting you know that he would take them down if he could.
It's a metaphor. And there's the WMD.
That's it.
1, 2, 3.
Wow.
What a match. And the Big Show pins Chris Jericho.
What a performance. Despite getting cut open on this 5-knuckle shuffle, he really just stayed alive.
Very impressive win from the King of the Ring. He probably feels as though he's entitled to becoming the captain of the SmackDown Survivor Series team, but...
And after that, how could you say no?
Well, it seems that the captain has already been decided by me because I am the general manager, and the 4th man is in fact the team captain.
But who's the 4th man?
All will be revealed in a moment.
Oh my God.
Look at the blood on the face of the Big Show. He has to compete this Sunday. But you asked who the 4th man is, Robert. Let's find out right now, because Big Show's about to find out as well. So is Chris Jericho. So is John Cena.
No! No, 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 no.
That's right. It's true. The 4th man and the leader of Team SmackDown is none other than my #1 draft pick. The dead man, The Undertaker, has returned to the blue brand. I was gonna say it before, but Robert, I think Team Raw might be in trouble.
No, we're good. We've got plenty of guys that have fared well against The Undertaker before.
It is the 18th anniversary of The Undertaker's debut here in 2008, and we are bringing him back at Survivor Series.
It's huge. It's huge for the show. It's huge for that match. So I'm not that upset about it in the respect of building our universe. I understand. But also, I don't like these games you're playing with me.
Well, I'll tell you what kind of game we're going to play, because at Survivor Series, the traditional 4-on-4 elimination match, whoever wins gets the 30th spot in the Royal Rumble match.
Sold. I'm in. Let's do it.
If someone from Raw wins, Raw takes the 30th spot. However, if someone from SmackDown wins, we will be taking the 30th spot.
Right. We will be taking the 30th spot.
We'll see. We'll see. But thank you very much for watching, because this has been a very fun go-home episode for Survivor Series.
Crazy.
Let's run down the full Survivor Series card. Let's remind everybody what we have in store for them in the very next episode.
The Intercontinental Championship is on the line as Umaga will defend against CM Punk.
But that's not all, because the United States Championship is on the line as The Miz defends against Captain Charisma, Christian.
Crime Time defends their World Tag Team Championships in a triple threat tag match against The Legacy and the world's strongest alpha males.
We will also see an interpromotional classic as an Iron Woman match takes place between Raw Women's Champion Mickie James and SmackDown Divas Champion Melina.
In the traditional Survivor Series elimination tag match, Team Raw consists of JBL, Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio, and Jeff Hardy.
Team SmackDown consists of The Undertaker, Chris Jericho, The Big Show, and John Cena. The WWE Championship is on the line in a triple threat match between champion Shawn Michaels, Edge, and Booker T.
And in the main event, we've got Triple H, the World Heavyweight Champion, defending against William Regal in a Hell in a Cell match.
So please stay with us next week, Survivor Series. It's very exciting, huge show, huge moments are to be had.
But you can't watch unless you find us on YouTube. So you gotta search YouTube Royally Rumble. Find our 2008 universe. We have them all in a playlist that you could go all the way back to our draft and start from the beginning. We've been going since post WrestleMania in 2008, and we are almost to 2009 in a calendar year situation. So you follow us on social media at Royally Rumbled on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Yeah, if you want. You could also follow us individually. I am Jordan. You could find me on Twitter and Instagram at JL24FPS.
And I'm Robert, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Yesball.
So thank you very much for watching. We will see you on the very next episode at Survivor Series. Let us know in the comments below who you think is gonna win. Team Raw, Team SmackDown. Pick a side already, come on! But we will see you on the very next episode in 2008.